Do you guys remember I was talking about the the Watchers who were instructed by the angels, instructed by our Lord to protect us humans from the other gods? Well, I also mentioned that the gods were competing with each other. Let's talk about that a little bit more. Hello, everybody. Psycho back. I'm your bad influencer. I'm telling you things you don't want to know and showing you things you don't want to see. And today we are talking about the other gods, all the gods, our Lord, and a little bit about the angels. So, as you probably remember, I talked about the other gods were competing, right? And in creating, in with all their creations having issues with one another. Well, this is not just mentioned in the Bible and in probably in the Torah as well, and in Homer's books, but this is also mentioned in a much older written compilation. This was called the Mahabharata. It is a part of Hindu sacred scriptures, and it's much older than the Bible and than the Torah. Supposedly, the gods came down in these flying machines called Vimanas, and they fought each other here on Earth. And based on the scriptures, they even had drawings of what these Vimanas kind of look like. Tina always calls them chandeliers because they were like rounded off pyramids. Maybe in a way a little bit like the Tower of Babel, but a little bit more pointy. So obviously, this was some form of technology because, as it is written in the Mahabharata, they were shooting with beams of lights at each other. Some of them had bows that could shoot 5 arrows at once. Um, of course, this is just the best way the ancient humans could interpret this. But it seriously sounds like spaceships and high powered weapons, doesn't it? So it actually even sounds a little bit like Dragon Ball Z when you think about it. Because they were like Super Saiyans, they were shooting beams and fighting, and they would have these superpowers. So well, okay, I'm half kidding on this one. I'm half kidding because, and I don't want to give away too much because over time I'll start because again, like I said, I've been doing research for more than 30 years, so I've found several things that are not mentioned anywhere else, and I did find some items, some things that coincide with what other people are saying, who are now by modern science considered crazy, but I did find some things that actually corroborate their claims, and I found some other things that nobody has ever talked about. And like I said, over time, I'm going to give more and more. So always stay tuned. Anyway, um, let's get a little bit more into the high tech stuff. Ever since Genesis, it is mentioned that gold is good. And we have to consider the wording. It never said tasty, like good to eat, or just nice to look at. Obviously, gold is beautiful, but gold has a lot of uses in technology. So, is it possible that the gods were competing not necessarily for ownership of the earth itself, but for ownership of what was in it? All civilizations have always loved gold, as far back as we can remember. But crystals and precious stones like emeralds, like opals, like rubies, even jade and onyx, and even glass beads, when you look at it, they shine much nicer than gold. So again, the most likely use for it was not the beauty of it, but it was technology. Now, entering the gray aliens. Supposedly, they have underground high tech bases all over the world, and supposedly they're doing some sort of research. These claims that I'm saying now about these gray aliens, you can actually find, and I'm gonna share with you guys one of my favorite YouTube channels where I get a lot of ideas for my content. It's called the Y Files. AJ and Hecklefish, they're one. They're a wonderful team, and the videos are very enjoyable, very entertaining to look at. But again, they're mentioning a lot of the people, and the AJ is doing wonderful research and everything. I just not just corroborate, but I add my own knowledge to everything. So whatever I'm posting here is not just basically parroting AJ's information, but I'm adding my own. So if you enjoy my content, please also watch the Y Files. Um, anyway, a lot of researches, and obviously we now know that the MK Ultra and all these things, all those CIA secret projects, and the Russians had them into the like remote viewing and all these kinds of things. They were real projects. They were real things, and some of them were actually quite successful. So we kind of, or and look, now Trump is basically slowly admitting that there are actual aliens here on Earth. So some of these seers, these remote viewers, they actually saw these alien bases underground here on Earth. So first of all, uh, high tech means that electricity is used, and gold wires are great conductors for electricity. Is it possible that these gray aliens are one of these gods' workforce and are kept here on Earth to keep control over humanity while mining all the gold they can find? Well, ancient astronaut theorists say yes. And again, this is a reference to the ancient astronaut theories on History Channel. Please watch them as well. They're actually also very much on point. But I don't know about them, but I absolutely say yes. So let's find. Anyway, basically, this has been it for now. So I'd like to end this series for now. As I get more information, I'll offer it some more. But I think this kind of covers, for me, the real history of the Earth, not the Darwinian theory of evolution, which I don't think is correct at all, not even near. It covers obviously Genesis. It covers obviously the aliens. It covers everything that I think, based on everything we know now, makes much more sense. And yes, I would once again love to mention the Y Files and the ancient astronaut theories on history, ancient astronauts on History Channel. So please do watch those as well if you like this type of fringe content. But yeah, I think there is an absolute um, connection between what we know scientifically and what we know religiously, because I think it's all connected. I think, in fact, science proves the existence of God. So again, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your patience. I very much appreciate each and every one of you. I don't have a lot of followers right now. I am hoping that you guys will help me out in sharing my videos, in sharing my channel with other like-minded people who see some truth in this. I always tell all of you, think for yourselves, do your own research. again, that's why I'm not giving away too much. I don't want to make my videos and like too much entertaining. I don't want to make them too long or too detailed because I expect each and every one of you to do your own research. I'm just hinting at things, and I hope you guys see a pattern in there and start researching on your own. Uh, I'd love to do more research. I'd love to spend some more time on making these videos, but yeah, like I've been telling you guys, I really need more funding, like financial backup for this, and I just don't have it right now. I would love to have some more, so if you guys can help me out financially so I can make better videos, I would absolutely love to do that. I'm always posting my PayPal in the description uh, of the video. Um, yeah, if you cannot help financially, which I understand, the world is a crazy place and everything's expensive nowadays, please, please, please like the videos, share it with everybody, uh, share my channel, watch it yourselves for 55 times. I don't know, just do whatever you can to help me out. So if ever I get more subscribers, I get more views, I get monetized, so I don't have to ask you guys for funding. I'll just get paid by the algorithm, by YouTube, by TikTok, because I do videos on both platforms. So yeah, that would help me a lot, and hopefully I can help you guys by doing the research on your behalf, so you don't have to. So once again, thank you for everything. Thank you for being there. Thank you for enjoying my videos. I enjoy making them. I hope you enjoy watching them, and I'll see all of you on the next one. May peace be upon you all.